BCP? You down with BCP?
The following content is intended for a mature audience, only viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Yeah. To the tune of OPP, minority by nature. No time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo.
What is up?
How you doing, my man?
Bearski Film, Mr. Polsky. It's a special show tonight. It's an impromptu last second thought show. I wish that Carl was here to join us, but he must be busy. But so tonight I want to make this quick because what I want to do is I want to go through the podcast from Max Crosby with Caleb Williams, because I watched it the other night with my wife, and I just kept pausing it, and I thought, well, my wife kept getting annoyed by like, come on, let's just finish watching this. And she's like, I've heard this before, I know what you're saying, and yada yada yada. But I wanted to just do this as a show, because I think that this interview was not only cryptic in the event that Crosby becomes a Chicago Bear, but it was also a really damn good interview. And hearing him talk about some of the things in this interview was just like some of the passes he's thrown, his answers to things. And as everyone knows, Caleb Williams is my bucket list quarterback. I've waited my entire life for him. It finally turned you from a pessimistic to an optimistic person, Bearski, and I just want to get into this. Let's you and I watch this. Everyone here, let's watch this podcast together, and then we can pause it and break it down and talk about certain moments in it. How are you doing, Bearski, and how do you feel about that?
I'm good. I there was a little dig there. I noticed a little dig, the little stab, the little pessimistic, optimistic. Dude, we have been consistent is what we have been.
You have been consistent, yes.
And let me tell you, man,
you are more optimistic now.
Dude, it's not about optimism, it's about reaching goals, reaching expectations. After week 8, after that loss to the Ravens, which was probably, you might be able to say that was his worst performance of the season. I was questioning whether...
A couple of great passes, though.
Yeah, a nice little forced interception. The good thing about Caleb is he never had those moments where he just like totally imploded, right? He doesn't have that like 3-4 interception game and things like that. And I don't know, there were some moments last year though where I was looking at it and still was not sure. But after week 8, week 9 against the Bengals said something, and just the performance you got at the second half of the season, dude. I will give credit when credit's due. So it's not about being pessimistic and optimistic. It's just credit wasn't earned, and credit is now earned. And so, yeah, I'm going to sit there and, talk about the kid, the situation that we're in. And right now, he's a fucking damn good quarterback, Shorty. In fact, I was talking to Carl. Like, it's funny because the NFC for the longest time, the AFC is the one that's quarterback steady. The NFC, though, you look at any of these quarterbacks, and any one of them could be the top quarterback next year. So, like, for the longest time, this was like Rodgers was number one, and then it was everybody else. I mean, Stafford's been the most consistent, but honestly, it would not surprise me if Caleb Williams was top 2, top 3 quarterback in the NFC next year.
It will not. I'm calling league MVP. This is the however many accounts that Don Burr has. Donatello Burr says, I want to apologize to everyone. The Bears are legit now. And I said to him, apology accepted, Donatello Burr. Is that you, Don? And he says, yeah, it's me. And I said, I appreciate you saying that, Don. And then Don comes back with me saying, thanks, Dan. He didn't even say Shorty. He said Dan. I'm surprised he even knew my name. The only person that says my actual name is Carl on the show, because I go by Shorty. But this goes a long way when you and this is not a slight on Don Burr, okay? Like I've always appreciated Don Burr for being the fan that he was of his team. I loved it. I just wish he could have had he did have some of those moments where he was able to actually talk football with us and blah blah blah. But I wish he would have just come on the show and explained himself and stop being so just jacked up and trying to cause chaos in all of our chats. But I love and appreciate Don Burr's fandom for his team. I know that he has season tickets to his team. It's awesome to hear him finally admit this, and I appreciate that, Don. And I appreciate your fandom as well, because we have kind of gone through the same shit together. Like our teams have just been garbage, and then we had a good season, and garbage, and then a good season, and even the Vikings have had multiple good seasons in a row, and the Bears really never haven't, and the Packers always have, and the Bears and the Lions have always kind of been the two teams in the division that had like a one-hit wonder, and then a one-hit wonder, and to hear Don Burr say that is really awesome, and I really, really, really want to thank you for letting it shine, Don. Thank you so much, man. Like, I would love to have you on the show, as I've always said before. BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. You can join the show anytime you want. Please come on and talk with us about, a Lions Bears game. I would love that. That has always been my goal since knowing how you have been trying to, razz the entire fan base of the Bears. And I appreciate you doing that for your own team, man. It's awesome. Before we get to this, Bearski, we got a lot of people in chat here. Steve Rogers, Carl, who I was hoping was going to join us tonight, but it might take too long with 3 people, rather than 2. Patty, Armando Lara Jr., and Patty, Lara, Romy, saying, Shorty, I wish it was a way of trading a first in Edmonds, not more. I know this is not really about that. I tonight is about us watching this video, because it's an hour-plus video of the Max Crosby, Caleb Williams podcast. And I want all of us to watch this together, and then we're going to pause and break down certain elements of what Caleb has to say about certain things, because it was special. This was a great interview. It really gave you the insight into the thinking, the mindset of Caleb during the season, and kind of how everything went down. And I'm ready to get into it. Are you ready to get into it? Are you anything to add to this, Bersky?
Oh, so this is going to be my first time watching it. I kind of like skimmed through it and seen little parts, but I did not get a chance to actually watch the whole thing in its entirety. Probably only seen a couple minutes.
Okay.
But but from putting content together, I am very familiar with a lot of different Caleb interviews and things like that, especially like the pivot one with Ryan Clark. I pulled a lot of my clips from that one. So, it's going to be interesting for me hearing him now after 2 years, kind of sit down and talk about some stuff. Whereas I'm very familiar with what his mindset was like pre-draft. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be a nice little experience for me, but it will be a first-time reaction for me for just about everything I hear. So I'm gonna get that out there.
This is gonna be fun. This was a great interview, and I cannot wait to break this down with not only you but our chat. And we're gonna pause at moments when we're gonna talk about certain things because this was a great interview. So let's just get into it. The Max Crosby, Caleb Williams interview on Max Crosby's podcast. I don't know. I think it's called The Rush. If I'm certain,
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but we'll find out. Let's just get into it. So let's start the podcast. Hopefully there is no, restrictions on this. I don't think there will be, but let's.
You'll find out after the show.
I will find out after the show for sure. What is up, Mr. Mayhem? Thank you for joining us tonight, man. Chad, Steve, everyone, love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Let's watch this together and break it down. Oh, there's no sound. Okay.
We got an extremely special guest. I mean,
Time.
this guy's got every accolade you can think of. They're now calling him the Iceman. We got Caleb Williams in the building. Welcome to the show, brother.
Much love. Much love. Much love. Much love.
Come on now.
Much love.
Hey.
By the way, wasn't that the Texans quarterback who threw that touchdown on fourth down and then got the fourth down conversion or the 2-point conversion to beat whoever the hell it was for us to get the first pick in the draft?
The Colts.
No.
I thought it was the Colts that they beat, but
Colts.
who was it? I forgot who that quarterback was.
Quarterback. Who is this quarterback? Who
Take Romney's comment off the screen. It's blocking the video. It's annoying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my bad. It's just no, it was Lovie Smith. Yes, it was Lovie Smith coaching that team, Chad. And it's kind of funny because you play to win the game. You play to win the game. Lovie played to win that game, and he
did.
For them, it made all the difference in the world for us. So it's kind of funny how that worked out just because you knew he was going to try. Because we all know who Lovie is. I mean,
who was that quarterback though? He was like
I don't know. I made a video on it too.
Pick.
So.
God, I know. I can't think of his name, but he was the quarterback. Ironically, it's him sitting there with the quarterback that won that game that gave us the first round pick, the first pick in the draft, I should say, to get Caleb Williams. The irony of it is just seething with me. It's awesome. Let's get back to it.
It's like 2 a.m. in Vegas type shit. We talk to him real quick. Hey. People want to talk about this, about that.
It's almost you have to be numb to all this shit.
Yeah.
And you know this. You've been in the spotlight since day one.
Yeah.
Since day one.
You do get numb to it. It goes away.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just you get so used to it, especially when it gets aggressive.
Yeah.
When the heat gets extremely aggressive for some no reason, I would say, to be honest. Like even my first year, didn't actually have a bad year, but it was a lot of heat and classified as a bad year because we didn't win. As you've been a part of where you play good and don't win or whatever, and the heat is a little bit more than what you would think it'd be.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and it's important too. Like we talked about it. I'm going to my 8th year, and you're going into your 3rd. Like you're learning on the fly. There's no way
on the fly. There's no sitting. There's no situations nowadays where if you get drafted high or you come in as a good player, like you're playing and you're not really learning from anybody. You're learning on the fly. So it's new.
And I feel like it's
fun, but it's challenging as shit.
Yeah,
I feel like it's where you come from.
Like right there, he's talking about what a shitty head coach Matt Eberflus was. Like Matt Eberflus was such garbage that he basically just said it right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's well known to a lot of people.
Obviously, but hearing him, this is not the first time he's kind of insinuated that Matt Eberflus was garbage, and it just is. And we will see more as the podcast goes on about how much he appreciates Ben Johnson and you can clearly tell the difference between him and Matt Eberloser.
To like from a like college standpoint, what you're actually taught.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're not taught certain things, and then now
But
you're
even in
throwing,
college, like it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it matters. Whatever college it is,
true.
They're not teaching you what's been taught in the NFL or what you have to know in the NFL to be able to play and play well. So I think that's what like my first year was. It was like, obviously I know how to play ball. I've played in some big games and things like that. And so some of that would come out, but then it's like, you know, there's certain things throughout the game. Like, you know, you don't need to go take this 16-yard out ball if it's challenging. Like, just check it down to the flat guy or the guy over the ball and get 4 or 5 yards and keep us going. And it's a whole thing. So it's some learning curve for sure that comes with it. But
Well, especially like with a skill set like you, bro. Honestly,
Shorty,
you trust yourself so much.
Like that's really the biggest challenge for me is like, I know it doesn't matter how close.
Wait, did you say my name?
Yeah. I said, can you pause it for a sec? So no, I just kind of want to say something about that specifically because one of the videos I made that did really well on actually YouTube and TikTok, I was kind of afraid to make it because it was mainly me talking. But something I noticed, and I noticed it very early on. You might even remember this. I was kind of freaking out right when we drafted him because I was like, man, like this kid he's got no snap count. No snap count. It's just he's sitting there and it's a clap and the ball comes. Clap and the ball comes. And I'm looking at him in preseason right when we drafted him. Same thing all throughout preseason. And, you know, I sent a video I made to a couple of people. You might have been one of them. And David told me, he's like, dude, all these college kids have the same issue. Like, they just don't teach them that. It's not something that's studied. But then throughout the year with Matt Eberflus, we didn't see him get much better at it. And then now with Ben Johnson, I mean, you have pre-snap motions. You're snapping the ball at different times. It's very complex, very intricate. And it was taught. You know what I mean? It definitely was taught. And John Gruden had Jackson Dart on with him. He's like, you mean to tell me you've been clapping for 2 years? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's just, and Jackson Dart's like, sometimes it's like,
and he kind of goes on to talk about that a little bit more as he explains this.
Huge
thing I noticed, and that just boils down to coaching. So
100%, 1,000%, yes.
That defender is, I always feel that I can get, you know, same thing for you. It doesn't matter how many chips you get, how many, whatever the fuck, you know, it's like I'm gonna get back there. Or for me, I can get it over this guy or get it past this guy because you know all the shit that I've worked on over the time. So
and that's an everyday battle. Like that's a everyday battle because like what's gotten you to this point is being Superman.
Yeah.
What's gotten me to my level of, you know, wrecking games is I feel like I'm Superman. I don't give a fuck. You throw 3 people at me, bring it.
Yeah.
You're the same way. You're like, fuck, I can make this play. Even because most guys that's the competitor is like, okay, most guys are gonna just throw this out of bounds.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I'm
Caleb Williams. I'm gonna make the motherfucker get around the corner and toss it downfield, and because I can do that and I've done it. So it's like sometimes being Superman is taking the play that people aren't expecting you to do. Just check the ball down. Tom Brady was a king of that.
Yeah.
He didn't go out there and run on, make all these crazy throws all the time, but he's taking the completion, taking the yardage, and doing what he does. So it's like perfecting that is like there's no perfect puzzle in the NFL, and every player is different and built different and wired different. But it's like I'm going to perfect what I do best, and figuring that out along the way. And like you see it from year 1 to year 2, you made a huge jump. Now it's okay. What's the next step?
What's the next jump? Yeah.
How can I be better? How can I be considered? Okay. They always say Pat Mahomes. They always say Josh Allen. How can I be in that conversation? That's how I looked at it. I'm like, I need to be in the Miles, TJs. I need to be spoken of when he's talking about the best in the league.
That's what I mean. I was thinking about it on the way over here because obviously we didn't go Super Bowl or nothing like that. So it's always on my mind, especially since it's been 3 weeks or so since we've been playing. It's like we were playing Matthew that last game. He just won MVP. In my mind, and going into it, he was obviously front runner because obviously the season he's had. It's like, how do I, like I'm going versus Matt. You know what I mean? Like it's and obviously we're going versus their defense and stuff. But like you're going versus Matt. You go play versus Kyler. You go play versus all these different guys in the league. And it's like you want to go out there and duel them, and obviously go out there and be better and prove that. And so and to be able to put your name in those conversations, because that's what you play for. You play for legacy. You play for being in conversations with people that are also striving for what you're striving for, winning and greatness. So it's a whole thing.
Hell yeah. You go into those games and people, try not to, they try to make it, don't worry about all the other stuff. But in my head, I see TJ over there and Miles. I'm like, I gotta be better.
I gotta
be
be better.
What it looks
it's not
like.
me forcing. It's more of like a competitive thing. It's like it
puts pressure on
turns me
yourself.
up. It turns me up a little bit more than anything.
100%.
I'm glad you say that though, because how many times do people try to ask quarterback like you versus Tom or you versus Peyton or whatever, and they're always like, it's not me versus them. It's us going out there, and it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
that's what you
be
have
real
to
for
say,
one second.
but deep down, you're
that's
like,
what you gotta
fuck
say.
that
You gotta say it, but I mean, deep down, you do. I mean, you feel like you want to go out there and. You don't want to go out there and throw 3 picks and he goes throws 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's no conversation.
No conversation. He's way worse.
Like, you got to live with that.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like it's more so just like
that's not a mindset. That's not a mindset that I'm in. It's not a mindset that that I'll ever be in, because that's not how I've been throughout my career competitively. So it's
worrying about your own lane and you.
Yeah.
I respect that, because I followed that with you and. So back in the day, not anymore, but I used to train with Spencer Rattler in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
And he was.
I was just watching.
Wait, before they even get into Spencer Rattler, I just wanted to mention how calm, cool, and collected he is. Just talking about his career so far, like he knows he had a shitty head coach in his rookie year. He knows the difference between the 2 head coaches. He knows where he's at right now. And now they're about to get into this conversation.
Watching,
Wait.
The highlights of that game, to be honest with you. The Texas game.
I love it.
OU game.
Yeah. And I just remember like you coming in and you could just tell that.
I keep hearing Shorty. Is that you, Bersky?
Yeah, I was gonna say let me add something in there too. The one thing with like Max Crosby, dude, there was in the quarterbacks documentary, I think. It was showing Patrick Mahomes, and at one point he just looks at Max Crosby and goes, "You can punch me, man. Like I take your shit a lot, but that you can't just hit me." It's like, dude, that guy's the motor's so high all the time, and they said you play for legacy. Not everybody does, and like that's one of those unknown things when you draft a guy. Like you don't know what guys are in it for. I mean, Ryan Leaf went right behind Peyton Manning. You always go back to that. It's just like some guys play for legacy, and you hope you get the one that does, and Caleb definitely does. Like that is there, that's in him. And so I was hoping year 1 didn't break him. It didn't phase him. Like it was fine to be the most sack quarterback. So yeah, he's mentally.
Wait a second. We got. Hold on. What's going on over here? Oh, it's saying stream unavailable. There is a copyright.
I told you, Shorty. I told you.
This sucks.
I told you 100%. Can't just do that. So, yep.
Oh, what a bummer. Wait,
dude.
I just refreshed it. Okay. It's allowing us to play this. Okay, let's see if we can keep going. Okay.
Tell like the confidence you had just in yourself. It didn't matter if it was Spencer or who was there.
It didn't matter who was there for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't a I don't remember who said this, but it might have been Kobe. It wasn't a person that I was going against, that I was fighting against. It was me versus me, and I want to be in a position, that I want to be in. And
can you guys see the video? Because I can see it on my stream. I don't see copyright. All right. Well, there's not going to be any monetization from this. So wait, let me just do that.
I think if they're telling you, they see something that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do this.
Shorty, don't get banned, bro. Like I'm telling you, you're playing.
No, I can just turn off. I can just turn off monetization.
Sure.
Hold on. Let me do that.
Yeah, you definitely can't have that on if you're doing this.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
1,400 videos for me, Shorty. Not one copyright strike.
I know you're the man, dude.
I mean, dude, this is the thing I worry about the most constantly.
1 second. Let me just turn that off.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll matter if you already started the show.
Might not. It might.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Speaking of Ryan Leaf, I might as well kill some time with this story. When I first made Twitter, right? Like 0 followers. I only had a couple hundred people on YouTube or something. I saw a thing pop up about why they picked Peyton Manning over Ryan Leaf. And I just commented on there. Like, Bill Polian said that they asked them one question, and this is what set them apart. What do you do if we draft you number 1 overall? And Peyton Manning said, give me the playbook. And Ryan Leaf said, a weekend in Vegas. And I just typed that out because I forgot where I heard it, but I heard it a long time ago. And wouldn't you fucking know it? Ryan Leaf commented on it and called me a liar. And so I was like, okay. And I went and hunted down like Sports Illustrated article from like 2004 or something that was talking about it. And I posted it, and Ryan Leaf commented again. He put the elf gif of Will Ferrell, and it said, you're sitting on a throne of lies. And it's like, here's Ryan Leaf commenting on a guy's, I literally just made my Twitter profile, right? And so, you know what I did, Shorty? I hunted down the clip of him blowing up on that guy in the locker room. I was like, all right, if you don't want to believe me, get the fuck away from here, whatever the fuck he did. It was like his last. Yeah, dude, I don't care who you are. Like, fuck you, Ryan Leaf.
Oh, it says stream unavailable. Hold on.
I told you. Yeah, no, you this is dead. I would end this now.
Damn it! This was such a good podcast that I really wanted to talk about it. Like I wanted to discuss the interaction between him and Max Crosby, and it was more so that, can you guys still see me? Are we still live? Can you see us? Let me just refresh my own screen. Okay, looks like we are. So
Okay.
I really wanted to talk about this because when it gets into that pass, that 4th and 8 pass, or 4th and 4 pass against the Rams, the touchdown to Cole Kmet, and he breaks it down, like his thought process on that, and that 4 seconds of time frame that happened in, where he's turning around and running towards his own end zone, and like he turns around, he sees Cole Kmet, but he knew within the play design that it was that was a possibility of him being there open, and it was so special to hear it.
So that was like the 1 minute that I did see.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's just like, it's one of those things where when they say the game starts slowing down for you, that's exactly what it is. It's just you're processing at such a good speed. He talked about how he could have scrambled out, but the one guy definitely had an angle on him, and things like that. You just know it, and I don't know. It's awesome. It's great, and the kid's super clutch too. And he wasn't thinking that. I don't know how you can think in that situation, because fucking snap the ball. You got 4 guys right in your face. At the end of the game, like, pressure's on. I don't know. You just kind of react and hope.
Yeah. You know, I've it's rare that you are able to, like, sometimes you're able to play some of these videos and not have any copyright strikes, and sometimes you are, and it depends on how you set up your channel. Like, I have not be able to use, my videos and other people's videos unless they're permitted to by me, and of course I'm sure that's what they did. So I guess we can't play that. I'm really bummed, but
dude, like, I allow anybody to take my shit. I don't care. Yeah,
I was too, and then for a while there, I thought, like, well, fuck that. Like, I put a lot of work into this, so Max Crosby is trying to make money off of this. Why, I don't know. Yeah, he makes enough money, but why he wouldn't allow someone to share that with the rest of the country to make, because we're actually critiquing this.
But that's so hypocritical.
So
hold on. So you can copyright your channel, but Max Crosby can't copyright Max Crosby's channel?
Yeah, but there is the allowance that if you are critiquing something and breaking it down and analyzing it, that's how you get around like actual NFL film content. Is like for you like use certain second of clips to make your own videos. But if you were to watch, like, let's say the All 22, if you were to just stop and critique and talk about this, that's how all the quarterbacks get away with breaking down the quarterback films, is they're actually critiquing it and breaking it down. So I thought that if we did this tonight and talked about it in real time, that we'd be able to, get away with it. But I'm wrong.
Fuck it.
So
I'm going to let this off my chest. I'm just going to let it off my chest, and I don't even care. I'm not all for like talking other people down, other content creators down. I appreciate everybody's grind. Shorty, you know that. The amount of effort it takes to just make content consistently alone is a lot of effort. But I do run into some shit that bugs me, Shorty. I really do. And it's like, for example, those BFR podcast guys, I believe, they take the A22 film and all they do is just put music under it.
Yeah.
And that's it. You're stealing. That's stealing to me. But it's gotta pass through an AI check. And as long as it does. Now, A22 film, Shorty, that is not as restricted as the broadcast film itself, right? Like that is a lot more looked at, a lot more detailed when it comes to copyrights and things like that. But to be able to just take A22 film and just toss music under it and say, now it's yours, I think it's horse shit. I believe the classification has to be, it's got to be considered a work of art at the end of the day for it to be like legally, for you to legally be able to dispute it if it does get a copyright check. So what determines a work of art, I don't know, but I don't know, man. There's different ways of doing things. Like what you were doing just now, straight up. Yeah, you were just stealing their content, like you're just playing it.
Well, I was trying to critique it.
But then you got to talk over it constantly.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? You can't just sit there and listen
and go for 2 minutes and let it go. Yeah, you gotta constantly.
Yeah, correct.
So, like Carl says, we should have just taken the audio. So, what I can do is maybe try to redo this and record it. Take the audio.
You want the audio? I can get you the audio in 2 minutes. You want the audio? I'll send you the audio file. Give me 2 minutes.
Let's do it then.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 minutes.
In the meantime, we can talk to our chat.
Yeah, you got to talk mainly because I'm going to.
I will talk to our chat while you do that, man. What's up, Jason UK Bears, my friend? How you doing tonight, man? We got the Black Echo 2014 joining us tonight. Thigh with some Carl with some great advice, which we're doing right now. Man, I'm just bummed because I really wanted to break down some of the things he had to say, but hopefully we can still do that. We were at 7 minutes and 10 seconds into the video, which we can get back to the audio while we talk about it. That'd be cool as hell. Steve saying start a new live. Hopefully we are still available to you. I think we are. Yes, it looks like we are, which is awesome. Cool. We're still here. So if you guys want to stick around while Bearski gets the audio version of this ready for us, we can still talk about this in audio form. That'd be hella cool.
I literally emailing it to you right now.
Brian, yes, my drive today with Kitty was awesome in my new my bucket list car. It's crazy going from one town to the next here, Brian, in Georgia. It's like it's impossible to get to the next town over because of the traffic. It's totally insane. So it took me like an hour and a half to drive 5 miles and back because of traffic. So made it happen. Got some good food. We had a good time. It was fun. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I want to thank all you guys, man. Armando, Patty, the Black Echo, Foster, Jason UK, Carl, Romy, Patty, everyone for joining us tonight. Mr. Mayhem, hopefully we can get this technical bullshit figured out, and we can. Chad, thank you for joining us.
Putting it in an email right now. It's just uploading the email. I click send. And
Okay.
it's a 56 megabyte file though, but it's not too bad.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah. Hold on. It's almost done. That didn't take me too long, right?
No,
There it
I don't know.
goes. Send. And it should.
I keep
be,
pressing refresh.
it should be sent.
Refresh.
No, we'll see. But there you go. Yeah, dude, Shorty, you know what bugs me? Can I get something else off my chest?
Please do while I'm refreshing this.
Intros. Why do you have an intro?
Because I love it. It jacks me up.
I guess. So, like, you remember when they used to play credits at the end of movies? And then somewhere along the way, Steve Rogers, I was looking for something. Somewhere along the way, they fucking made it to where, like, the credits played the beginning of the movie. You know, it's not just a black screen or whatever. It's like cinematic, but now you got credits pop. That shit bugs the hell out of me. I don't care. I don't want the intro. In fact, the only real intro I ever liked was probably Game of Thrones. And that's because it changed, right? Depending on where the story was, it showed you a different spot on the map. But I would be interested to see your audience retention rates for your videos, because I'm telling you right now, the biggest drop is usually in the first 10-15 seconds. And yeah, I don't know, man, seeing the same thing every time I start, so I would skip it. Like, if I went to go back to play your show, I'm skipping the intro.
If you're watching it live, you're like, fuck this.
Force feeding me is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, it's just my thing. But if you like it, you do you. But
okay,
you want to make a new show so you can watch the intro again?
No, I like
your intro too. It's nothing about
my intro jacks me up, bro. It makes me because most of the time I don't want to do a show. It's Thursday again. It's going on 5 years now. It's like, it's Thursday again. But when that intro pops and I just sit there, I get jacked up for it. And then I'm ready to go. That's the only reason why I like it. It's personal.
It's your show. I was just asking. So I don't know.
Yeah, and plus, like Jason UK Bear says, I love the British Bears intro. I'm like, geez, that's my favorite part of the show, next to the rest of the show, of course.
So after the intro, you're like, all right, fuck the rest of this.
So I think we were at we were at 7:10. So let me go back to 7:07. Here we go.
Versus me, and I want to be in a position, that I want to be in, and I'm gonna get there, and you're just kind of in a way, like you're kind of in the way, kind of thing, and it's nothing personal, it's nothing, anything like that for me.
By the way, great stuff, Bearski. Thank you for doing this right now on the fly.
Yeah, no problem, man.
It's just I want to get where I want to get, and
it really doesn't matter if your own mom's standing in the way. I
swear.
Yeah. Right? No, let's be honest.
It's facts, though.
It is.
It's facts. At the end of the day, it's either you or him.
Yeah.
That's what this whole league is.
You want to simplify it
it's period, point blank. It's not personal. People will take it personal.
Yeah.
Some people might not like you or hear the media's perspective of it and try to create a division where it's like, listen, this ain't personal. Like, I'm getting what I'm getting. And I'll go to the end of the world to get that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so that's important. I want to ask you too. You just said it's been 3 weeks since y'all seasons. Season ended. First off, insane season in general.
Yeah, it was a good year.
Y'all did your thing, especially seeing you take that next step was insane.
Yeah.
And now you're going into your third off season in the NFL.
Yeah.
What is your process? Is it the same as it was the year before or your rookie year? Like right when the season ends, are you taking some time off? What are you doing for your body? What is your meal prep? Like, what is kind of that process for you?
So I'm pretty regimented, like, throughout the year.
Yeah.
For about 10 months out of the year, like I'm pretty on it. So I give myself probably 2 months total from the whole off season to be able to just chill, relax. I'll do, just because it's hard for me to like fully get away.
Yeah.
So I'll do things like I'll do yoga. I'll do I'll go and do small things, play other sports and things like that to stay active, stay moving. But other than that, I take probably 2 weeks of really unhealthy eating, where I eat whatever. I eat whatever I want. I do whatever. I stay up.
System.
What's the cheat meal then?
Shorty?
Wait, I thought he was doing
Carl-
I thought he was doing the
Carl's
TB12
spamming me
diet.
on like everything, man. He wants to be let in.
Carl's driving in his car, spamming us.
No. He's telling me to tell you to add him.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Okay, this is the live suicide by Carl. God damn it, Carl.
Hello.
Don't do it, man. It's not worth it.
Where are we going, boys?
No,
Where are you going, man? You're driving to where? Hammond, Indiana?
You're going to Hammond right now. For all, everyone.
Well, as everybody can see, Carl drives a shitty Toyota. No.
It is Paul.
Should we keep playing the video, Carl? Or you want to say something?
Keep playing. I mean, I'm glad that you guys, because what happened? Like, you had the video on the screen and it just totally
we got cut, man. We got canceled.
got canceled.
Yeah. So we turned it into an audio. So we're listening to the audio version of it.
Yeah, I can't believe that there's not a better way to put this, like present this to the audience, though. Like, you have to have a big ass screen like this. It's kind of a joke.
Yeah, I know. I'll work on that. Let's play the audio because I got to take a leak. I'll be right back.
I guess sit or stand, though.
Stand this time.
Man, I'm whatever.
I'm the same way. My
We
two
all
meals
know.
tonight.
I'm
whatever.
whatever. I mean, fried donut, like ice cream, like I do it all. So I take that little bit of time, but 10 months out of the year, I'm pretty regimented. It's meal prep and chef and things like that, and then it's a bunch of vitamins, a bunch of hydration, sleeping well. During the season, especially those 6 months or whatever.
Take Blue Chew, Paul.
I mean, it's 8 hours at least. Sleep
that
and food,
Blue
and, meals and
Viagra?
things like that. Everything that works in my blood type,
Yeah,
all these
bro.
different type of things.
Is that what you're on? Jesus, Carl.
And then when I'm off season,
Man, I wasn't supposed to have you telling me.
train
That'd be messed up.
probably 2 months, a month before we have to go back the first time, and then the 6 weeks that we have in that period is a heavy training session for me, just to be able to. I mean, it's a long season, extremely long, especially for Qs. I mean, you're in the facility 7 days out the week,
First in, last out.
first
bro.
in, last out. Some 14-hour days and things like that, especially with Boss Man. We're up there.
We're about to watch Carl
in the
pick up a
office.
hooker.
In the evening. Sometimes 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just up there talking ball, talking plays, talking small checks that may happen that I may use. That's specific to me.
No.
Can I get
to
3
things like
burritos?
that. So
and
I have a
2
mobile order for Carl.
What the fuck
Damn
are
it.
you talking about?
I was trying to order. Carl's at Taco
Fucking
Bell.
clown.
Carl's
Have
muted.
you guys seen the South Park where they started telling Alexas to add things to their shopping list, and everybody's Alexa at home is like beep beep beep, add it to shopping list.
No.
Yeah, they had to cancel like 300,000 orders or something to South Park. Was saying it loud enough for people's Alexas to pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. How was your
Talking
pee?
to you. It was as quick as I could make it.
What's your Taco Bell order, Shorty?
My Taco Bell order is a Mexican pizza, 2 soft shell tacos, Supremes, the meal with a side of nacho cheese, so I can roll up my tacos and dip it in the nacho cheese. That's my order.
I
You
like
wanna
the $2. I forget what they are. Just the deluxe tacos or something. And
Yeah, you're like my wife.
Crunch Wrap Supreme, Midnight Baja Blast.
Do you guys see what they have at Taco Bell right now?
No.
Ooh, I actually might get hit right here. They got these like what the hell are they called? Chicken bacon ranch chalupas. They're very good.
Okay, can we get back to the audio now?
Yeah, feel free to mute me.
Okay. I just muted him. He unmuted himself. There we go.
it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's rewarding. The work is what I'm saying is rewarding. And so, you know, I'm excited. I'm actually itching to get back, to be honest. I'm fighting myself right now because I do know that rest and getting away is extremely important. And so I'm fighting the urge right now.
So the fire's burning.
Fire's burning. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm excited to get back. Especially after the work, seeing the work, feeling the work, going through it, going through the tough of last year, but also going through the tough of this year with new coach and tough coach, and having to learn so much. And then you know, the benefits of it, of going out there and being able to win games and feeling confident, and you know, the guys believing, and you know, just winning is. I mean,
you guys can hear you can hear this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but like I try to comment, I can't even comment in chat. I don't know.
Open up a new window on your Bearski channel.
Paul know how to do that though.
I don't know. Go eat your Taco Bell and come and join us when you're done.
Shorty, I got to be honest with you.
Best.
It's a terrible show right now.
It's terrible. We got 12 viewers.
Yeah, this is bad. No, this
it's
is
garbage. It's total.
Stop with the
garbage.
audio. Just it's.
Should we kill it?
You know what? Listen, just chat for a little bit, talk about something. But I think we have to revisit that idea and do it a better way for it to not suck.
I have an idea.
Nice glass, by the way, Bearski.
I have an
idea. Thank you.
Why don't we all just watch it and then talk about it on the next show? I thought we were going to do that this past show, but it didn't happen. I took detailed notes for the record on that podcast.
Oh, dude, this podcast was so awesome. That's why I wanted to break it down in real time. Like, is it too much to do this with audio still, or?
Just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think that this is more suited for like a TikTok, you know, more so like spur of the moment thing, but it's a little bit too far gone. But there's a lot of stuff in there. Like, I'm sure you heard Caleb talk about his goal to have the most highest scoring offense in NFL history and whatnot, things like that. So,
starts next season, yes.
Yeah, so like that's the stuff that I think deserves talking about.
But like, I don't think you trade for Max Crosby. I don't think that happens.
Why not?
Because.
Well, I'll tell you why not. Because they're not going to get those 2 third-round comp picks. If they got the 2 third-round comp picks, that would make the world of a difference in making trades.
Shorty, right? you know our assistant GM now is white. So if he gets a job somewhere else, we don't get 2 third-round picks. Like, what does that matter? That's not the game plan. That's a bonus if you get the bonus. Like, you can't rely on the bonus.
No, you're not leaving, Foster. Get your ass in here.
I want to be the little black dot.
But that's the right idea, Shorty, though. Like, we need more picks, not less picks. I don't know if I want to put together a bunch of picks and trade them away right now. But, like, the idea is probably the opposite right now. Dude, you fucked this up already. Like, you should have already had the defensive end. You don't. The draft strategy.
You should already have Max Crosby because there's so many Crosbys.
Not Max Crosby, but you should have had a guy that was there.
This first round pick could be anything. It could even be Max Crosby.
No, it's too much.
Listen, the Chiefs got 2 third-round comp picks for losing Ryan Poles. Why are we not getting them for Ian Cunningham?
Why does that have anything to do with this, though? I mean, I understand.
It's the same thing.
I'm gonna let you guys quabble over that. I'm gonna go hit up the young Taco Bell. So
go eat your Taco Bell, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Wait, hold on. You never answered my question. You never answered my question for earlier. When are we all gonna get together and put meat in our mouths in front of each other again?
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Well said.
Carl told me he took Viagra.
All 4 of us put meat in our mouths in front of each other. When are we going to do that again?
I don't. During the draft.
You know what? Just like I told Shorty earlier. Right now, Carl. Right now. Let's go.
Pull out your meat, Carl.
Let's go right now. You didn't expect that answer, huh?
Paul,
you ready?
New
Let's
idea
do it.
New idea for a T-shirt. Pull out your snub nose, and it's like a short pistol. No, I'm done. Never mind.
How you doing, Foster?
Hey, guys.
What's up, Foster?
Goodbye,
the
Foster.
notification came up, and I'm going, "What's going on here, man?" So I grabbed the phone. I started looking at the couple that you released already, and then I see what happened with the chat, with you guys watching the interview. I got to watch about 3/4 of it finally. I'm so far behind on it, but cool interview, man. Cool interview.
It was such a great interview. Like,
yeah.
My wife and I watched it the other night, and it turned into a 2-hour podcast because I kept pausing it and going, "This is what I'm talking about, and this is what makes him so great, and this is I can't believe he's breaking down that fucking 4th and 4 play. You know that the touchdown to Cole Kmet was just ridiculous, and they're everyone's doting on him. And by the way, Davis Mills was the quarterback that threw that touchdown and got the 2-point conversion to get us Caleb Williams. And he's sitting here in this interview, and it's just like I totally wanted to break this down. And you missed it, Foster. Don Burr in the beginning of the show said that he admits, like, we are legit. And I said, I really appreciate that. He said, thanks, Stan. And I was like, how do you even know my name? Oh, that's right. Because fucking Carl keeps calling me Dan on my own show when I keep trying to say, my name is Shorty. So Flatulence Man here is joining us saying, Taco Bell gives me diarrhea. I don't even know what to say right now. I wanted to make this a special show about this, but copyright BS gets in the way, and sitting here listening to an audio version of it is not the same.
Like, you want to dual stream this? Nope.
Too bad you didn't record. Too bad you didn't record when you were sitting there with Katie going through it, because I'm sure she didn't want to hear all of this shit. But
right,
it would have been cool to us to see how insane you get. No,
I was getting like really overamped.
Yeah, I'm with you though, Paulie. I just don't know if I want to give up all this the draft capital and everything. Now here's the other thing though, because you look at it, this might be the time to do it, because in 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, they're going to sign that extension, and he's going to get like a $700 million 10-year contract.
I know, but like Foster, when I look back, the one that hurts me the most is Brian Burns. He went for a second. The fuck, man! Like,
yeah,
that's the guy. Like, and there was talks. I don't know if you guys remember when we entertained the idea of trading like the pick back and whatever, and it wound up being DJ Moore, but we were tossed around Brian Burns as well. Like, you trade to Carolina, you get Brian Burns back, and blah blah blah. Like,
hey,
either one of those guys.
Bearsky, you're barely on the screen. Can you adjust?
Yeah, I guess. Hold on. Fuck.
There you go. You're like,
it don't matter, you're like this.
Yeah, it's okay. No, so like Brian Burns is a really good player. Like, you had that opportunity there, you missed it there. In my opinion, you should have drafted someone else instead of Rome. I was saying Jared Verse at the time. Drop back, take Jared Verse. Drop back, take Dallas Turner, whatever. You kind of missed that opportunity there. You sat there and like band-aided this thing. Dude, Yannick Ngakoue, Dio. You hit on Sweat. You did good with Sweat. But if Sweat was your number 2, the line would be in really good shape. And I don't know, they just never went down that route. Now, I don't want to act on desperation. I don't want to sit there and overpay because we absolutely need it. And so it's just doesn't make sense.
Okay. I just caught something the other day.
I love that mug, by the way.
I just caught something the other day, Shorty, on ESPN out of Milwaukee going, we're one guy away. I'm like, didn't you guys say that last year? you're one guy, so I just giving up the capital is one thing, and everybody's like, oh, DJ Moore in the first round, and I'm like, well, are the Raiders going to take that? Because they need an awful lot of things. And I'm going, if I'm the Raiders, I don't want DJ Moore. I want a young receiver that's on a rookie contract and a first round pick and more.
No. You want a DJ Moore because you have a rookie quarterback.
I get that. But wait, let me finish.
Okay.
I don't want the big contract. That's why I'm trading Max Crosby. I want a decent receiver that's on a rookie contract or a lower deal, preferably a rookie contract, that somebody that you're going to have to sign to a big deal later. and then I want to be, and this is if I'm the Raiders, because I need so many things in Oakland. I'm going to be like Carl. I still call them the Oakland Raiders, but because they need so many things, so they're basically not getting rid of any of that salary hardly for next year if they're taking DJ Moore, unless the Bears are stuck paying a bunch of it, because that's the other thing too. How much of the salary are the Bears going to get stuck paying of this, even though if it even ever happens? You got to look at every side of the box, man, because, oh, yeah, no problem. We'll just take DJ Moore, all his money, and a first-round pick. Is it that easy? Is it that easy? Anybody?
No, like when I was talking to David about it, I pitched first and third with DJ Moore, and I'm just like, man, like it's really, really enticing. And David's like, no, dude, you're gonna at least need to give a first and a second. Like a first and third is probably too cheap. And so, like, dude, these guys, they go for a lot, right? It's rough, man. I don't know. I look at the league and I look at the financials of it, and it kind of strikes me in a weird way because do you guys know how much tight ends make? Like
it's a lot more than it was.
No, but not compared to what the other positions make. You could get the top 2 tight ends in this league, and it won't cost you what one wide receiver does. It makes no fucking sense to me. It really doesn't. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of different ways to construct teams now. But while the quarterback is on a rookie deal, I imagine when you pay him, I don't want to have to pay wide receivers. I want to be able to take fucking Zacchaeus and whatever and make him productive enough to where maybe you do need one guy, but then the rest you just kind of work with. And you see the best quarterbacks, they've done this. Like, dude, Aaron Rodgers did it. I saw Phillip Rivers do it. I've seen Tom Brady do it over and over and over and over, taking these no guys. I don't know, man. So you do definitely need a balance, though, right? We saw the Seahawks do it with Russell Wilson. He was on his rookie deal. They paid the defense. They had the running game. And they won. So you got to take advantage of that window.
It'd be great to have those guys on the field, but it still, if you're going to be able to run for 5-6 yards on first down, we got to do something in the middle. You look at every game last year. Boy, what beautiful pockets for the opposing teams, and the quarterback could always step up against the Bears. Whereas it seemed like half the time Caleb, and I know our offensive line was much better, but there was still, when I'm watching the pocket form for the Bears and whoever they were playing, even though our offensive line is great, and I love the additions, I love the way the offensive line turned out, really, really praying for Ozzie to come back in a capacity where he can still be, 100% benefit to this team. But it just seemed to me, I said, man, there's so much room. This guy's got 3 yards he can step forward in the pocket every freaking time. Sorry about that.
Can I address this comment? They're looking to change the rules to give up first-round picks 5 years out. You know what it should be? You should be able to give up first-round picks as far out as your contract is. No, as far out as your contract is signed.
Gotcha.
As a GM. If you're only here another year, you only have one more year to play with. That's how I would feel. I don't want you to mortgage the next guy's future, but I don't know.
Are we still paying?
That's a really good point. That's a really good point, Bersky.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah. You got a 5-year contract. You got 5 years of first-round picks to give up. You got a 2-year contract left, only 2 years.
Yeah.
Don't put that on the next GM, right? 100%
right.
believe
if I decide to fire you early or whatever, then I'm paying. I know up front you. Yeah. No,
it's so well said, Bersky.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Finally,
I want to ask you guys this too. How many of these contracts do you want it? Because everybody's talking about the restructuring. We got all this money available. I'm like, okay, so maybe we do, and we can get all this money available. But now, do you want to have to keep guys longer because you're pushing their contract down the road, or have that all go against somewhere down the road later where you're gonna come up short, possibly later because you're paying all these guys like Joe Tooney? That's the first guy I'd restructure, because you could just restructure him until he retires if he stays with the Bears that long. And then you got to dump those little incrementals. Like, I forget, there's a couple players still getting paid for 6, 7 years. But it puts you in a position like we're at now. And I like the fact that Poles does a lot of 3-year contracts because they're only 2-year contracts, if you think about it. You know, like everybody's talking right now. Oh yeah, well, nobody's we're stuck with Dale. We're stuck with Jarrett. I'm like, Dale, wasn't as productive, and then what? He got injured or something too. I don't even remember the whole story, but it seemed like Jarrett finally got healthy the last 5, 6, 7 weeks there and started playing because he played pretty good in the end, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
Billings ain't the answer. Gervon ain't the answer at those positions, in my mind, not starting. So my big thing is that PJ and I sat here for 3 years going interior offensive line. Now I'm going interior defensive line is the biggest issue in my mind. Would you see? I see you shaking your head, Shorty. Yep.
Up and down, yes.
Ball too, yeah. So I mean, it's addressing all the issues and not killing us down the road either again. Somebody said something else, and I said, oh, yeah, okay, let's Ryan pace this team to death again. I said, I know Poles won't do that, but I don't want to be that way either. But we got the window.
Okay, we do, but it's still very early. There's still a lot of holes. And with where we're drafting right now, if we're going to continue to be good, we're just going to have to be stuck with that. But we still don't exactly know. We just think we're going to, stay where we're at and keep going, right? So, like, in my mind, I'm more enticed to just pick up a little bit more draft capital, get that running back, get that guard, get that, like, just fill a couple, get another safety, be able to sit there and piece together a couple second, third round picks, fourth round picks to just fill and add some depth. And then maybe next year you do that.
That's why those fucking Ian Cunningham fucking picks are so important.
Now when you spend them on punters.
They are those 2 third-round picks are so important, and the fact that the Chiefs got them from us taking Ryan Poles from them, and then they're going to deny us those picks for Ian Cunningham is absolute bullshit.
It is.
Ryan Poles was not the general manager. Was he even the assistant general manager? I don't even know what his position was, but I know I looked it up, and I know that they got 2 third-round picks for him leaving because of the rooting rule. And now they're going to fuck us over that, and we're going to lose. Those 2 third-round picks are important to our future and how we're going to decide who we trade for and don't trade for, and picks that we trade up for and don't trade up for. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me that they are going to deny us those 2 third-round picks that we should be getting. And I expect the Bears to push that to the max, to constantly defend that until they cannot get until the very end, until it and then I want to know the answer why. If they still say no, you cannot have those 2 third-round picks, I want to know why, because
you had an option.
The only answer to me is conspiracy theory. They don't want us to overtake the fucking league as fans.
No. If you really want those 2 third-round picks, if you really want those, you decline them, and then you let them go to the next place, and you get them. If they're that important, you had the option.
Right. But he doesn't want to do that to his.
No, right. So I get to this. There's a thing in sports where it's like winning by technicalities, right? Like Rodgers would do this bullshit all the time. You're running out of bounds. You got half fucking foot on the sideline, free play, boom, whatever. It's like winning off a tech. And then there's another level where it's like, fucking want to dominate you. That's not the bullshit I want to win by. I want you to know I'm fucking better than you. And like Michael Jordan had that. Michael Jordan was not looking to win off of fucking technicality. He was looking to destroy you mentally. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I admire. So, like, fuck the 2 third-round picks. Yes, it would benefit us, Shorty, but, man, it's not the end of the world. It's fine.
Well, here's the thing, man, Paul, that I say with that is that they bitch about it's got to be fair, and then it's not fucking fair.
No, yeah, they should change the rules.
You could go into court. Any lawyer could go in court and say, this guy wasn't the GM last year, but now he's a GM. But you're not going to give them the compensation, but you do when other teams do that in name, because it's not a lateral move. No matter what the contract
it's the fact that the title is held by Matt Ryan.
Title, right? It's not a lateral move. I don't know how anybody could consider a lateral move, even if they pull some of the responsibility away with them.
And then the whole thing is based off.
But they're not even doing that, according to
because if Ian Cunningham is a little whiter, like, come on, this is stupid.
What?
Like, I'm not bitching about that. No, I no, right? Like the only thing that rule does in this case is potentially block somebody from getting a job, not promote somebody to get a job like it's intended to do. And it's just a shit rule. Either do it for everybody or don't do it at all.
Right.
I mean, Ian Cunningham got fucking hired based off his skill, period.
Yeah.
And so, dude, yeah, I don't know
whether
we get it, whether we don't get it.
Everything, man.
Yeah. And so I hear you. But like I said, if you really wanted it, you still had the option to sit there and decline it and go ahead and pursue a situation or option that does bring you back 2 third-round picks. If it goes to anywhere but Atlanta, because Atlanta has Matt Ryan is considered their GM. You know what I mean? So
really quickly, I just got to say.
I'll have some egg rolls, some ping ping dong, and I'll have some egg rolls, some ping ping dong, and glass of the Zach Charbonnet, baby.
What's up, Tin Pan? Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd rather just like draft better than cry about not getting 2 third-round picks. I'd rather just draft better.
I agree.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, so. We got to hit on the draft like last year. And I said saying this the other night. I'm like, so I'm looking at the drafts going way different with Flus and Poles as opposed to Johnson, Allen, and Poles. Way different because you know they've got input. They have to have had major input on this last draft, man. You're bringing guys in. You want the continuity. You got to work together, or you're going to have problems. So,
and that's fine. I think a lot of guys get too big for their position. I mean, dude, we saw a clear example of this in Dallas with the ownership there with Jerry Jones. Like, he just wanted it all. But like in theory, right? Ryan Poles should be a master at evaluating the talent, finding the talent that the coach wants, right? Like, what do you want? I will go find that guy and know how to scout for those attributes that the coach wants. So yeah, working together is huge. I don't know what honestly I'm not sold on Ryan Poles. This last draft was really, really good, but I worry about him. I do, Foster. I don't know. So
I am just
I'm not. I just don't.
You what?
Go ahead, Jordy.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
I said, go ahead, Jordy.
I just wish that we could have talked about this interview with Caleb Williams because there was a lot that needs to be talked about with Bears fans. It's the 4th and 4 pass. It's the coach. It's the atmosphere. It's the climate change that happened to the Bears. It's like you could almost see it in Max Crosby's face. Like, man, I wish I could just be playing for you guys. He said that in an open tweet. Like, I wish I could play for a winner like this. And it just comes down to me really wanting to talk about this. Every Thursday we do a show and it comes down to what are we going to talk about this week? And I didn't want it to become old news because it's kind of already old news. And the fact that we couldn't sit here and break it, we can do that. We can still play the audio, but it's too late now. I don't want to make this a 5-hour show. Maybe we can play. Maybe we can think about this
for you guys. What do you guys know about like Caleb Williams' upbringing? His early upbringing with football, related to football, high school stuff like that. Do you know anything?
Yeah, he was in high school. He was given his own apartment, and like
correct, yeah, because they were taking too long to drive to practice. So I think his parents got him an apartment right by the school so he could practice. Yeah, I think early on, he decided he wanted to be a quarterback, and his dad's like a straight up businessman.
Yeah.
Said, all right.
Well, that makes sense because that means he kind of grew up like us Gen Xers, man. Here you go. You're on your own, pal. At like 10.
Yeah, his dad must be a Gen Xer, right?
Oh yeah, I would have to think so, man.
Yeah,
but like you see that mentality transfer over to his professional career now, right? Like this kid's been brought up to do this since he was 10 years old. It's what it is, and so it's like I'm not surprised. You hear him say like, "Oh, I don't really get nervous," and everybody's like, "Yeah, you do." Even I'm like, "Yeah, you do," but like I don't know. You see him in those moments, and it's like there's not a moment too big for him. There just isn't.
Yeah,
it's a lot of the things from his early childhood definitely transferred over. They groomed this kid to be in this position. I'm just shocked at how tough he is, though. Has he missed the snap for us?
No.
Like
Not
other than
for
being
years.
sat in the Detroit game, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I don't think so.
I don't.
He has
think
not
so
missed
either.
a single snap for us. No.
It's crazy, guys. Like he was the most sacked quarterback his rookie year. He has not missed a single fucking snap for us. That's the shit that nobody talks about.
He hobbled off the field in the second or third last game, whatever, with an ankle.
Yeah.
He rolled his ankle, came right back the next play. Like
Never saw a sign of it.
He's the type of dude that's going to ball it out. He's going to play through injuries, minor ones, of course. But he's special, man. He's just special.
Yeah.
He's special. He is my bucket list quarterback. And I just can't. I'm it's funny because I've gotten into my 50s and I finally got my bucket list quarterback, my bucket list head coach, my bucket list car. I've already been to my bucket list state in Hawaii for 2 months with my wife. I feel like I'm going to die soon. I hope not. You're like,
what the fuck?
Once men hit their 50s, like the 50s is the range for men. If you can make it past your 50s, you're good. Like, well, once you hit your 60s, you might be hoping for death. Like.
hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Foster, how does it feel to be 480?
I don't know. I mean,
no, but Shorty, I'm just to tell you, you go back and you look at it statistically. The key is getting through your 50s into your 60s.
Exactly.
I mean, unfortunately, I've lost half my friends, never made it to 60.
Yes.
I mean, there's various reasons, but it just seems like this too. And I'm going on all my uncles and families and people that I know. It's getting to the 60s. Them late 50s can mess you up. So you got to take care of yourself, which is what the Bears need to do this offense this season. Is they got to take care of the issues that need to be addressed without putting themselves in a bad position over the next 2 years. Because Matt brought it up earlier, the signings of Deo and Jarrett, that money being tied up, it didn't pan out to what they expected because we thought we had what we needed for that interior defensive line, and then drafting Shamar and everything. That's the other thing too, is what have we seen of the defensive draft picks from this last draft? Not much, because they weren't available. So
I'm shocked we were as good of a running team as we are, because we only have 2 fucking running backs. Like the third one got like what, 2 carries? I mean,
Britt Brown.
Yeah,
limited.
I believe so. Yeah, he had a touchdown in the Bengals game.
Yeah,
but like those 2 guys, man. Props to them for fucking staying healthy and being on the field all year and doing what they did. That I'm not sure that's going to repeat though. Like we need to add depth there. There's so many ways you can help Caleb. You know what I mean? And yes, making the defense better. Max Crosby is, but I don't know, man. I just think that there's too many other depth issues going on to where you're not there yet. Like, did it really do something for the Packers to get Micah Parsons? I mean, I was for the idea, because I thought they're in that spot where they've been knocked out of the playoffs in the first round a couple times. They're trying to get like over the hump, but that didn't even do it for them. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think we kind of calmed down this year.
They did that and then drafted 9 or 10 wide receivers in 3 years, and none of them. I mean, they haven't fully panned out. Not one of those receivers. And the guy, the guy that I wanted of all, man, if we would have, it doesn't even matter because I had us taking Dobbs instead of Velus Jones myself. And boy, Poles has got to do better on that 3rd round pick. Got to do better on that 3rd round.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Now what pick are we? 25?
25.
Yeah, 25.
25.
It's a rough spot to draft interior defense.
It is, but if you look at PFF's draft board, I went off of that just because I was trying to do a consensus, and I'm like, I don't know what Pole's draft board is because it certainly wasn't the same as I had it last year, obviously. Which thank God I'm wrong. But there's certain players. There could be a great offensive tackle sitting there at 25. Probably not because the Panthers will probably take the dude at 19. Like the guy from Alabama.
I mean, okay, so the more I think about it, I guess you could swap DJ or Rome. So you have to spend a 1st round pick anyway to draft a guy, right? So you get a 1st and then a 2nd, which this year's is a late 2nd, pick 25. And then if they want the younger wide receiver Rome and you get Max Crosby back, I mean, you could talk me into that. And I hate it because I don't want to do it, but like you can talk me into that. The defensive end is so fucking critical.
You're going to be It's going to be the highest paid, probably the highest paid defense in all of the NFL.
I know,
the highest paid defense in all, because we were 5th last year.
Which is crazy. How? Like, I don't understand how.
Deo and Jarrett. Sweat's contract, Deo and Jarrett.
We got
and then JJ's contract too. I mean, you got some big contracts there on defense.
Edmonds.
So how much more is Poles willing to add to the cost of that defense? How much more?
DR Horo Show says, go get Miles. I don't know about that, man. Thank you for joining us, DR.
Miles isn't leaving. That's the thing.
He's not going.
Listen, and you can make the money work out too. But that's why Foster, because of those reasons, that's why this year I feel is the transition year. This year is the year you get those guys off the books. Like you get Edmonds off the books, you replace him with another linebacker, and you do all those things to kind of be more of a position to next year be able to kind of feel good about your depth, be more able to trade draft capital away to make a swing, and financially be more set up to take on whatever contract. And you will also know if your quarterback is still good, and if he's still good for a second year, take the fucking swing, man, for sure.
Paul Martin says, what about Bradley Chubb?
Yeah, we were talking about him the other day. Hold on.
Maybe.
Be gone in a minute.
At this point, trade the 1st round pick back if you can. Pick up extra draft capital. Get 2nd, 3rd round players to fill those positions. Get yourself a running back. Get yourself a guard. Get yourself a linebacker. Get yourself a safety. You know what I mean? Like you need a lot of little spots where you need somebody. And when they get in there and get their opportunity, who knows? They might succeed and be great. So darts at the dartboard kind of year for me.
Yeah, I know. Listen, guys, I really just wanted to make this show about this podcast.
Yeah.
It's not happening right now, so I kind of just want to go cook my dinner and go enjoy the rest of my evening. If you guys want to keep talking, you guys can keep going. I'm happy to let this show go without me.
Foster have the capability.
No, I've actually got. Yeah, absolutely, I do. But you know what? I've got stuff. I'm cooking stuff. I had no idea this was going on, and when I caught it, I wasn't even planning on any of this.
Yeah, because you weren't invited.
Like, screw it, man. I'm just
fuck you guys. I'll just do it alone then.
I didn't think that you would join us, Foster. That's why I didn't invite you.
Well, that's the problem, dude. That's what I keep telling people about, with trades and stuff. I'm like, you'll never fucking know if you don't ask. You'll never know.
Fair enough.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, bearskin. If you want, Shorty, you can. If you want to run right now, I got like 20 minutes where I got stuff in the oven and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll talk for another 5-10 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Sure. I just want to say I really appreciate all you guys in chat for hanging out with us tonight. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. I want it to be like a 2-hour show about this conversation about this podcast, which we got denied to play. So I'm going to just bow out and let you guys handle the rest of it. Foster, you can take care of it.
Yeah.
I love all you guys in chat. I love you two guys in particular. And thank you guys for continuing this without me. I'm going to go hang out with my dying dog. I'll see you guys on Thursday at 9 p.m. religiously as we do on Bears Country Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm out.
All right. Enjoy your game, Shorty. I forgot where this window's at.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's an interesting situation this team's in, but I know one thing: if the quarterback keeps playing like this at the end of games and he gets better, it's gonna be. This team's got an opportunity. Foster, you know me. I'm super critical. I'm looking at this like we do have a 3-year window here for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know if I want to take the swing this year. But if we get through this year and everything still checks out, I'm definitely going to want to take it next year. Like you have to take the swing at some point and go in on a big player, a big guy, and try and hit for the home run. I mean, you saw the Rams do exactly that.
Yeah. Bringing in Adams.
Yeah. You saw the 49ers trying to do that with McCaffrey. You saw, I mean, they do that.
No, it's for sure. It's timing's critical, man. Timing's critical. It's just too bad things didn't pan out a little better on a couple of those deals. And I just what do we really have, because we really don't know in certain spots with 2 or 3 of those draft picks on the defensive side of the ball, because we never saw them. They didn't get to see them all year.
Right, but some of the
guys we don't. What is Hippolyte exactly?
Right. Who was the guy that picked off
Frazier?
Who's the guy that picked off Sanders, the linebacker? I believe his last name starts with an H. Like he showed up in a couple of games.
I can't even think.
Yeah,
you said that, DeMarco Jackson popped into my mind.
There it is.
Because that's
the guy that took the ball up and caught it. It might be DeMarco Jackson, to be honest with you. I think you're right.
But that's somebody that definitely I want to bring him back.
Undrafted, right? Wasn't he undrafted?
Well, I don't remember because he's a little older, but I think he's a UDF. Was a UDFA. He's been around a little bit. But just the way he fit into the defensive scheme, I'm like, would have been nice to have him a couple of years ago and not have the big Edmonds contract, because then we'd have.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Definitely.
You're not gonna. I wanted to address this because somebody had mentioned where Garrett's contract is only $8 or $10 million next year, but we're not going to get him in the building, dude. You're not going to get him in the building, and by any miracle, what do they want? 3 firsts, 2 firsts, and a couple. It's just not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. So you've got to do the things. We've got to do the things that Poles has been doing, which is finding guys. Because I mean, look at all the guys that were brought in. You got to consistently do what he's been doing. You're going to bring in a bunch of guys. I'm sure he's going to bring in a bunch of guys prior to training camp, and he's going to find another guy, and he's going to find another UDFA from this year's draft that's going to be important to the team, because it seems he gets one. There's one critical guy every draft, UDFA, he's getting them, and it's somebody even said, I said, oh, what about Sanborn? You can get him for $1.5 million, and I know he's slow for the scheme. It ain't real, but that was just making my point. That first year when Poles was here, he brought him as a UDFA. If anyone remembers, before he got injured, he was either first or second in the NFL in tackles. Before he got injured, he had better statistics than the dude we traded to Baltimore.
But that's part of it, though.
Things like that, you've got to continuously do that, man. Because if you can get that one guy that's out there that fits this team and play for some reason works better with this team in a UDFA. One UDFA, that's two guys that you never counted on. And it seems like he's doing that every year consistently.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't ask themselves. They just like spit out these scenarios.
Yeah.
And you really have to like consider the worst possible outcome. Okay,
Right.
so you trade 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett. He comes here and gets hurt.
Like
now
Parsons.
what? No, Michael Parsons. Like now what? So you really need to first come to terms with can we afford to gamble, right? Like and that's where I'm still at. And
without ending up like the New Orleans Saints, because they're still in hell. They're still in hell.
Right.
When did Breeze retire? They're still in hell since the day he retired. They're still in hell.
Their wide receiver, God, his name is blanking me.
Yeah, more.
The one that was here with Breeze all the years, or with Breeze. Christ, why can't I think of his name? Regardless, they kept backloading his contract to where like 1 year after Breeze retired, there was 1 year. Marquise Colston, was it?
Yeah, it could be.
Could be, yeah. So like 1 year, his bonus was like $30 million. It was just crazy stupid. Like
that's the kind of stuff I don't want to happen. That's why everybody's like, oh, restructure Jarrett, restructure DJ Moore, and I'm going, no.
Yeah.
No. Why would you do that? You're already complaining, and this is stuff that's out there. I've heard it. I was involved in a couple of chats in it. Why would you restructure Jarrett's contract? You want to be able to if you want to be able to have him gone next year. And I'm not even saying he's terrible, because he really played good. If you go back and look at the tape, he got a little better each week those last 5 or 6, 7 games, man.
Yeah, right. If you're going to restructure,
and you know why? Because he was finally healthy, Paul. He finally got healthy.
No, that's
that makes such a huge difference.
It does, but these guys get guareed money for a reason, and the teams want to be able to cut bait with them if they're not worth what they signed. And so, why would you restructure a contract? You're just going to guarantee him more money to be here longer. It can help you in some ways, but honestly, you don't do that unless you're positive you want this guy here for a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then maybe work with the numbers and this and that, whatever. But if there's a potential that you want to be able to cut bait with a guy, no, just leave it as is. And once that guaranteed money is paid, you don't really have to keep him. I want to self-promote here a little bit. Foster, because I know you got to go. So do you wind up watching the movie or no?
I know you started. Finished. I never finished.
Yeah, I want to say the end part is definitely the best.
Crap going on, so
yeah. No,
go ahead.
That want to be really, really good. A really cool experience for me, and
fabulous, Paul. Fabulous production, man. I mean, fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
you can tell there's. I'll just say you can tell that you put your heart into that thing, man. You can tell. It's a little different because I know you, so it's a little different. But I've seen other people that haven't met you and don't know you like I know you say the same thing, exact same thing. Wow, what a production! That is just amazing. It was all over the place. You saw it in your own comment section, so because I'm always behind. I'm always like the last one, and I'm reading all this stuff that people are writing. I'm going, it's all there in black and white, man. You can read it. So every Bears fan appreciates that more than they can tell you, probably, because you know how sick we are when it comes to the Bears.
Yeah, I know. And like a long time ago, my brother-in-law, he pulled up this video, this Jay Cutler highlight video or something. He's like, this is my favorite Bears video. And it was just like a season-long highlights Jay Cutler thing. And I remember thinking like, man, I'm going to make a video that'll be your new favorite Bears video. You know what I mean? And, with football content, Foster, you know this, the relevancy is so short, right? Like it only matters for that week and then it's dead. After that week, nobody wants to watch Mitch Trubisky versus Seattle highlights right now. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't exist. However, I feel like this product, this movie, it's going to have the longevity to where like,
sure.
I don't know. It's just something different compared to what I'm used to doing. And Yeah, it came out excellent.
Oh,
Excellent.
dude, I've been wanting to do stuff like that for 3.5 years, and I don't have the time.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna text you, like, I made a little clip that's like the best 10 minutes of it. I'm gonna text you that. You should watch that.
Did you put that out or no?
What, the movie? Oh yeah, it's out there.
No. The clip that you're gonna send me.
Yeah, I did.
Because you know what? I think I watched part of that too.
You might have. Yeah, it's the.
I know. As a matter of fact, now that you're saying it, I know I did. I always get caught up with stuff. So, but I know I didn't even watch the whole thing of that.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I hear you.
It's what it is, man.
No, for sure. That I was just curious, but yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen it, definitely go check it out on my channel. Full hour-long movie about the 2025 season. So I came out with the whole soundtrack too, and you were, Shorty was talking about bucket lists.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody yesterday, Foster, and I realized this. It's always been a bucket list item of mine to come out with my own like album. Essentially, Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails, right? Like he writes all that music and then just gets other people to play it. And I'm just like, I want to write an album full of music, and like without realizing it, I did that for this movie.
Yeah,
there's 18 songs I made, so I just released those two. Yeah, no, it's crazy. The music might have been harder.
That's a lot of music, man.
Dude, yeah.
And I get it. I get that. I have 2 songs I wrote. I never did anything with them. I got the lyrics and everything sitting there, but never. One day.
That's exactly what I had. Just ideas that I've written since high school, man. I wrote
a song that it's all Rolling Stones titles of songs in the song, and it's from like 1965 to 1989. The songs are all in the song, and people have read it and they're like, oh my god, this is cool. And I'm like, yeah, someday.
right
Sitting here for 15 years, just sitting here, stupid little pieces of paper, but everything is there.
Oh yeah, that's what I had, just files bouncing around on my computer for 20 years.
Yeah.
Ancient program, but I had it all. I had all my little ideas written and this and that, and just to see it kind of like be able to use it again and see it come to life, that was something special in itself. So yeah, I don't know. The whole thing was kind of cool, and Shorty participated, Carl participated. Got a lot of different content creators to just come in. Thank you, Brian.
I've seen a bunch of it, so and I've heard Dan Aguirre and Shorty and Carl, and I don't know. There's 3 or 4 other guys that I can't even think of the names, but because
Sri did one.
Yeah, Sri. I heard that one too. I think that's where I'm at. Is that in 3?
Okay.
Is that in 3? Part 3?
I think so. Yeah.
I want to say that's about where I'm at.
12. Week 12. Yeah, right there it starts getting, in my opinion, really good.
And that's where I haven't watched from, but I have seen snippets of things that are past it. I know that because it was in that 10-minute thing you did.
Yeah, dude, and like I love my like progressive metal music, big Tool fan and things like that. Things always change and whatnot. So I would take songs, right, and I'd make the song, but I'd make it with 3 different endings. Right. Yeah. So it's like I'm setting the song up throughout the movie, and then one ending for this part, one ending for the next part, and then the climatic ending for the most climatic moment. I did that with like 2 or 3 songs. So like, the whole thing wound up being truly like a cinematic production. So Foster, I know you got stuff cooking. Probably
I'm just gonna say I gotta roll out of here. I'm trying to even find
the end button.
No, right. I know what the end button is. I just wanted to hit the
all right, guys. Yeah, Shorty's plan didn't work out. He almost got canceled. Sucks. I told him it was going to happen, but try it anyway.
Gave it the old college try. It is what it is, and everybody knows we'll be right back here Thursday.
Yep.
So I'm not even going to do an outro or anything.
And just end it. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
You too, man. Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you Thursday, brothers. Bye. Yeah, it's I forgot because this thing is so slow. We BCP, we BCP.